Hey everyone, here we are again. We're all off on a Monday, barbecuing, I guess in the rain. Looks like it's raining here in Florida, so I hope wherever you are, it's nice and pleasant and sunny, and you're having a great day. So, last time I talked to you, I gave you an assignment to start coming up with songs to connect to each stage of the grieving process. I know it's a bit of a daunting task. I hope you're doing well with that. I did pretty well with it myself. And today, what I want to do is share just a quick thing that my therapist shared with me, and how I connected that to some other things and some other thoughts. She told me that when her father died, to deal with the grief and the loss that she was going through, the song that helped her connect to it is a song called "Just Remember I Love You." It's a great song. If you don't know it, look it up. It's really fantastic. And the message in that song is that in the end, there's only love. That's all that exists from where it was created. It carries you all the way through. Whatever that person did in your life to create love, caring, support, whatever that person did is still there. Even if that person has passed, that's still there for you. Now, as long as the person who created it never betrayed it in any way or turned you sour in any way, it's still going to be there for you. So what that leads me to are thoughts about self-love and self-caring and support. The things that we are supposed to be doing for ourselves to know that we are always there for us. This, I believe, is one of the most important tools that we can have in our arsenal. It's what we need to move towards healing and growth. And I want people to think about how we do and do not support ourselves, because it's very important to do so. I've noticed with pretty much everybody that I've ever done any work with, given any kind of advice to or given any assignments to, that one thing that it always seems to be present there is some degree of self-loathing, which leads to a tremendous amount of problems. This is not something that you can have in your life. And what seems to lie underneath all of that self-loathing is a strong belief, a very strong belief that a lot of people have trouble getting past. And that belief is, I'm not good enough. And you know what? That is pure bullshit. I know it is. There's something that we all have, this inner voice that's saying something to us at almost all times in so many different situations. What is it saying? You have to analyze it. When it comes to the relationships that you have in your life and whether or not they've been working out, or whether you have the kind of job that you want, you're living the kind of life that you want, am I a good enough parent? We answer these questions for ourselves. So what is the inner voice saying? Is it negative and defeating, indifferent and uncaring? Because it shouldn't be. That is just no good. I mean, think about any of the negative thoughts that you've had and any kind of the volcanic reactions that you might have to things. Do they serve you any purpose? Do they do you any good in your life? Have they ever done anything positive for you? I know that the answer is no. We're something like 4 or 5 times more likely to think and react negatively than we are positively. Isn't that weird? It doesn't make any sense. That positivity usually requires effort. That's crazy. Why should we follow that kind of a pattern? It doesn't lead us to anything good. Why not create something else, like peace and positivity in our lives? Because if you do that for yourself, it's going to lead you to your passion and your power, some things that are yet undiscovered. And you know how I know that to be true? Because I have done work with people, friends and family members. I've given them advice and different kinds of tips and assignments to do, and every single one of them comes back to me with, hey, you know what, Gerard, that really worked for me. That made changes in my life. This is just so important to do on a regular basis. I really do mean daily. Because the power is in the present moment. So that when you're faced with something that you normally go this way with, I want you to concentrate on going this way with it now. This way. Not this way, not that way. I want you to go in a positive direction. That's your assignment this week, is to support yourself, support who you are, support what you think, support your passions. Do all of those things and changes will happen. Start writing things down about how you look at yourself, how you treat yourself, whether or not you are caring for yourself and supporting yourself. Because if you're not, then things aren't going to change. This is a big part of healing and growth. It's never going to get any different if you keep doing things the same way. And you know that. Somewhere along the line in your life, someone, groups of people, something, life itself, taught you something about yourself that is not true. And you have the power to make the choice that it's not true, and that all of the positive things that you're supposed to be thinking about yourself are true. You are a good enough parent. You know how to find the right kind of relationship. You know how to kill off the patterns that lead you down this path, down this rabbit hole, into this crazy cycle of things that lead you to where you don't want to or need to be. But you just keep going there because you don't know how to get yourself out of it. And it begins and ends with self-love. It is the greatest tool in your arsenal. Develop it, but start slowly, baby steps, piece by piece. I want you to start writing down ways that you don't care for yourself, how you don't love yourself or treat yourself the best way. Think about yourself in the most positive light that you can, and start making the decisions, start writing down the ways to do it differently. That's what I want you to do. Respond positively. Think well about yourselves and be well. This is the start. You start from where you are, no matter where you are. This is the beginning of the changes. Right here, right now, decide. Things are going to be better from now on, and you're going to be okay. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. Peace and love to you all. Can't wait to see you again on Friday. Going to talk about some books that have really helped me get through tough times and have taught me a lot about myself, things that I really needed to know. So get out there and do your thing, everybody. Take care.